So, inspired by YouTuber Joao, I've decided to make some periodic videos about what I've recently been working on and what I plan on working on in the coming weeks. So these will probably be very like short, sporadic blog style videos, and I won't really have like a timeline for them. I'll just upload them whenever I bother to record them. I'm hoping that these will sort of increase accountability towards myself, and it'll be a cool way for me to sort of track my progress and make sure that I'm utilizing my time well. So I've got a couple projects going on, and I'm trying to be a lot more hands off with them and not as focused on the dev side of things because I want to practice some other skills. So with GrantKeeper, I've been developing my sales pitch and slides for potential customers, and we're setting up meetings in the coming weeks for those customers. We also have someone on the team who should be owning a lot of that effort, which I'm excited for. For this project, my next moves are to sort of explore some CRM options and emailing tools like Apollo.io. I found that like finding people's emails so that I can send them cold emails, it's very possible to do it manually, but it's very tedious. And if there's tools that will help me save time, I'd love to use them. Same goes for like using a spreadsheet to track everything. I'm fine with doing that, and I might end up still doing that. But if there are tools that will make it easier and something that I can share with other people on the team, like that would be great. Happy to spend a bit of money on these tools if it makes things a lot easier, because in the long term they should just like speed things up and make sales a lot cleaner. And in the case of Apollo.io, I've heard this is like a standard tool in the industry, so I definitely want to try it out so that I can understand if I ever work with someone who's using Apollo.io, how their experience is and like what they can actually do with that tool. Other than that, I have no plans to do any dev work on this project, sort of just focusing on the sales now, and it's more of a background task for me. In my opinion, I do think I could have started this like way sooner, but it's better to do it now than never. The other project I'm working on is called Midpoint. This is like mostly for fun. It's a consumer app that lets you and your friends sort of put their current location. It will find a midpoint and then find activities around that area for you to hang out and do stuff together. We've already built out an MVP and we're currently looking to polish it up. And this week, what I did is I explored the onboarding flow for a few similar apps that are in this space and compared them with our MVP. So the way I did that is I just downloaded the apps and then kept taking screenshots as I was setting up my account and sort of completing the main task that that app focuses on. I just wanted to experience what those onboarding flows are like. And then I took all of those screenshots, I put them into Figma, and now me and the team are sort of analyzing them to sort of decide how we want to refine our existing flow. I'm hoping to have an MVP for this like super soon, and then get that in the hands of some users. Reflecting on the progress so far, I think one thing I would have wished for is to have other people on the team own a bit more things. I was hoping to really just focus on the dev work, but in this case, it seems like I'm sort of looking a lot more into designs and UX and the workflow. But that's sort of the thing that I was hoping other people on the team would maybe explore more. But I don't mind it that much. I do find design and UX to be really enjoyable, and that's another skill that I do want to work on. So I don't mind looking into that stuff. That's sort of mostly it for projects. The other life stuff that I have going on is like I've been doing a lot of house viewings, and I've been feeling a few pain points around that experience. And so actually that has resulted in a project it's a very small project, but I'm working with my younger brother on that. So we're hoping to sort of build out an MVP and then maybe do some sales to validate the idea before committing too much time to the deving for it. I actually believe this will generate revenue quite easily, and I really want my younger brother to own a lot of this, including the sales and the development of it. Once he has those skills, I think it'll be great to work with him on future projects just because trust there is very high. And then I just want to see him sort of execute. And so far, he's done really well on that. I'm still working on making more YouTube videos as well. I think I have a good system for producing them, and I just need to keep doing that. I sort of make the videos and I schedule them for like a few weeks in advance. I just need to do more of that whenever I get some time. Last week, I also went on holiday. I did that during the work week, and I was sort of planning to work while on holiday, but I found that I wasn't super effective. I still managed to get a lot of my work done, which was fine. I don't think it's very fair if you're traveling with other people who aren't planning to work while on holiday, because if I plan on just sitting in a cafe the whole day and just focusing on work, it kind of sucks because then we can't really go out and do stuff. So I think in the future I either will travel more with people who also want to work while on holiday and they'll be fine with those kind of hours, or I'll probably maybe just solo travel and work during work hours and then just sort of chill the rest of the time, because I'm totally fine with doing that. I don't really care to explore during the day if I don't want to. This week, Google also released the VO3 model. So that allows people to produce a lot of cool AI videos. I've seen a lot of examples of this before, but I've never actually tried any of the video models. I have tried some image generation, but I haven't played around with video stuff, so I might look into trying that. Google also acquired another company actually called Galileo AI, which does like design mockups and you can like export them to Figma and things like that. I haven't tried these tools before, but I'm probably going to explore them a bit, and maybe see if I can come up with some designs for the Midpoint project. I have used OpenAI's image generation to sort of come up with designs in the past, but it really isn't that good for like actual web apps or mobile apps. So I'm hoping that these other tools will be much better. I'm typically not a big fan of like guru style videos. So someone like Alex Hormozy, in the past I wasn't that interested in their videos, but recently I've been seeing a bit more content from him, and it's actually sort of resonated with me. So I'll actually end this video with a clip from one of his videos that I really liked. But before that, I do want to, recommend that if you want, please join the localhost Discord. A lot of people there chatting about the projects they're working on, holding each other accountable, working on courses, and sort of improving their technical skills. So if you're interested in tech or careers or anything like that, definitely join the localhost Discord.
If all your books, videos, and tweets were erased from the internet forever, and all you had was the next 60 seconds, what's the most useful thought you could leave to the world?
Figure out what you want, ignore the opinions of others, and do so much volume that it would be unreasonable that you would be unsuccessful.